India's tour of New Zealand is over, and for last 24 hours, Team India is pondering over what went wrong. I think this is the high time because there is no noise here. Team has 2 days left here, and they can think about what went wrong and how they can rectify those mistakes 7 months later on a tour of Australia, because that is going to be the biggest challenge for this Indian team. Problem number one for Team India is the question of openers. Who should be India's openers? Because Mayank Agarwal, obviously you have to give him the benefit of doubt, because at the end of the day, despite his twin failures in the Christchurch Test match, he was still the highest run getter. So the one opener, Mayank Agarwal, will be there. But who will be the partner of Mayank Agarwal on a tour of Australia? That could be Rohit Sharma. Obviously Rohit Sharma has earned that place, and if he is fit, he will be back. But someone who has squandered a great opportunity, it has to be Prithvi Shaw, because it is not easy to break into Indian team as an opener, considering the fact that Lokesh Rahul is also in contention. So that's the biggest problem for India, to address the opening pair. And the second question is the middle order batsman. Obviously Cheteshwar Pujara may not have lived up to his lofty standards, but one batsman in the middle order who is clearly struggling overseas is Ajinkya Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane has made a name for himself by performing consistently abroad. He was seen as the true successor of Rahul Dravid, but over the last 2 years his confidence has taken a beating, and it is high time Team Indian management should sit with him, and they must discuss what is going wrong in his mind, because suddenly ability wise you can't question, but definitely Rahane is not the same batsman he used to be. The third most important question, I think, is the question of who should be India's #1 wicket-keeper in test matches, because Indian team has been sending mixed signals, in fact confusing signals. Sometimes they say Ridhiman Saha is their #1 wicket-keeper batsman, and suddenly Rishabh Pant becomes the #1 wicket-keeper. Pant was not given any opportunity in white ball cricket, and suddenly he was thrown in test cricket, where conditions were very hostile for a newcomer. So probably that is the one question which will bother Team India, or maybe Lokesh Rahul may come in contention as a backup wicket keeper. Apart from that, the fourth question is who will be India's #1 spinner overseas, and that clearly shows that Ashwin has been struggling overseas. If you look at his batting form has gone down, and it will be very difficult for Ashwin to claim his place in Australia, and that gives a bigger ace to Ravindra Jadeja, who had a stupendous match in Christchurch. And last but not the least, India's problem with the fast bowlers. India came here with a reputation of world-class fast bowling attack, but at the end of the day, India had the opportunity to take 40 New Zealand wickets. They ended up getting only 23, and 5 of them were taken by the spinner. So is this the attack good enough to take 20 wickets on Australian soil? Because we know Umesh Yadav has been struggling with Kokokobura balls, and he will be 33 by the time Indian team reaches Australia. Ishant Sharma's fitness of late has been in question, and so is Jasprit Bumrah's fitness and form. So tough questions for India, although it's still almost 7 months away for the tour of Australia. But if the right introspection is done here in New Zealand, who knows, India may turn it around on a tour of Australia.